Taehyung fist clenched, but then the words sank deep. Later that night, he grabbed a drink, then another. By the time Wine noticed he was gone, she panicked. She called him. Where are you? Home, he shrugged. She rushed back. When she found him, he was sitting in the dark, a bottle in his hand. Are you drunk? She asked, shocked. His eyes were red. You are gonna leave me one day too, right? Her heart cracked. She kneeled beside him. Stop saying that, he grabbed her wrist, pulling her into his lap. Wine, I love you so much, it scared me. Her breath hitched. But I know you deserve better, he whispered. I can't even stand properly. She kissed him, desperate, soft, reassuring. You are the only one I want. He cupped her face, promise, forever. The night their love deepened. By narrow, neither of them had doubt anymore. The morning after Taehyung woke up feeling different, warm, safe, loved. Wine was still curled up against him, her hand resting over his heart. He stared at her peaceful face, his finger brushed over her hair. Last night had changed everything. She was his and he was her. When she finally stayed, she blinked up him sleepily. Morning, she whispered. He smiled. Morning, love. She blushed but didn't look away. Instead, she leaned up and kissed him gently, his heart so. Wine continued to work and Taehyung focused on his therapy. He wanted to be better for her, for their future, until one day she felt nauseous. She didn't think much at first, but then she missed at her period and come dizziness, the sanity, the smell, exhaustion, and none. When she knew, her hand trembled as she held the pregnancy test positive. Her eyes filled with a tear. She wasn't sad. No, she was overwhelmed. Would Taehyung react? Would he be happy or would he think he wasn't ready? The night she sat beside him on the couch, gripping his hand. I have something to tell you. He looked at her, eyes soft. What is love? She shallow. I am pregnant. His expression forced. He stared at her, if terrifying, trying to process her words. He whispered. She noticed. We are having a baby. A sharp breath left him, and then, to her shock, he pulled her into his arms, holding her tightly. She could barely breathe. Thank you, he murmured against her shoulder. Thank you for giving me this. Her heart melted. When he pulled back, his eyes were gauzy. I was scared at first, he admitted. Scared I wouldn't be a good father, but... He placed her gently over her stomach. I want to be better for you, for our baby. Tear rolled down her cheek. We will do together, okay? He nodded, pressing a little kiss to her forehead together. Next month, few months were filled with a love preparation and small stolen moment of happiness, but then he was more. One day, while Wine was in the kitchen, he tried to stand. He gritted his teeth, pushing himself off, and then he fell. A loud thump in the room. Wine rushed out, finding him one floor, pressed his chest. She dropped to his side. What happened? Are you hurt? He looked up at her frustration in her eyes. I wanted to stand for you, for our baby. Her heart clenched. She cupped his face. You don't have to do this alone. We will Go see doctor, we will therapy, you will walk again. A lump formed in his throat. You believe that, he whispered. She smiled through a tear. I believe in you. He kissed her for a long, deep, pouring everything he felt it into. And next day, they went to the doctor. The journey wouldn't be easy, but Wine by his side, he knew one thing was sure: he was no longer alone. He was recovering very well. With the concert therapy and unwavering support for Wine, he was gaining strength. One evening, and randomly entered a young nurse assistant with his leg exercise. She smiled, adjusting the strap of his leg. You are improving so fast, Mr. Kim. You will be walking on your own soon. He gave a polite note. He is focused on balancing himself, but Wine is standing at the entrance, noting the way the nurse cheek turned pink whenever she looked at him. Her 6-month pregnant belly made her more sensitive. Her mood swings were unmuted, but one thing was certain: she didn't like it. Narrow her eyes, she merged over. "Excuse me," Wine said with a sharp eyes. The nurse turned into her with a sharp look. "I can help my husband just fine. You can leave now." The nurse hesitated. "But ma'am, I was just..." Wine crossing her arm. "Didn't you hear me?" The nurse quickly nodded and back away, the mumbling a flush over goodbye before rushing out. Taehyung stayed in his wheelchair, bit his back, small watches, and half placing her hand on his shoulder possessively. "You don't need to be anyone else. I will help you with everything," she muttered. Taehyung reached for her hand, tugged in for it until she turned into his lap. "So you are very jealous." He tasted his joyous glance with amusement. Wine powder, no, he chuckled, tilted her head. "Really? Because it looked like someone was ready to fight." She huffed again, refused to look at me. "I just don't like anyone near you." He heart swelled. He placed a hand over her growing grace with gentle caress. "You know you are the one for me, right?" She looked at him, her eyes softened. "I know, but still." He placed her into a smile. He leaned, pressing a soft kiss to her cheek. "I love you, my jealous little wife." She placed her hair. "I wasn't jealous," but because he pulled her closer into her rest, head on his shoulder, she melted into the warmth. Taehyung never thought he would be lucky to be someone loved so freely, positively, unconditionally, and at the moment he held his wife, he felt like child moved within his hand. He knew he would be spend the rest of life making her just happy. One month passed, dedicated himself to therapy through the pain, the frustration and doubt. Whenever left his side, cheer him on, help him through the worst day, held him when he needed giving up, and then one evening, Kim found home dimly late, sent her favorite meal filled in the air, she playing confusion. Then she saw him standing, his own heart stopped. He smiled, holding into the table, balancing, surprise her filled pity. "You are standing," her arm open. She ran into the sobbing in joy. "I'm proud of you," she whispered. He chuckled, pressing a kiss into her hair. "It's because of you," she pulled back, cupping her face. "I told you we will do this together." His kiss softened, "And we will." That night they danced slowly, carefully, but together. It has been months since he had left behind his company, his mansion, everything he built his own hand, and then betrayed his ex-wife, business partner, he fall into the darkest depth, forgotten, discarded like a burden. But now he is standing beside one dose in his arms, 7 months pregnant, growing something straight inside him. Has been exhausting. He gently tucked his hand behind her ear, watching her sleep. They took everything, but didn't take my baby. Now it's time to raise. The next morning, found him already dressed and seated at the dining table, typing his laptop. "You are early," she mumbled, rubbing her eyes. He looked up with her softest smile. I couldn't sleep. I was just thinking about everything, about the all back. Her expression shifted in the concern. "You wanted to go back to life. The company was Sam." He reached over that took her hand gently, not for revenge, but for justice, for our future, our child.